Hi guys, Dr. Becky here with a fun fact about bone tissue. And the body is truly amazing, you guys. And bone tissue is, in fact, living tissue inside the body. It's really easy to think about bone as just kind of being hard and lifeless, but it's actually living tissue that not only protects the body and provides structure and support, but also plays an integral role in blood cell production and hormone regulation, and stores minerals throughout the body like calcium and magnesium and such things like that. The cool part about bone tissue is it's constantly under remodel. And during our growing phases, as we're growing and the hormones are really active, bone tissue, just like muscle tissue, constantly rebuilds, and old bone is taken out and new bone is growing. And this process is really efficient until about the age of 30. And then at about the age of 30, things can kind of start to become imbalanced a little bit, meaning old bone can be resorbed faster than we're building new bone. And so we can start to lose bone density and that process starts about the age of 30. So the other really interesting fact is skeletal muscle and bone tissue are intimately connected. And there's some thought that we also reach peak muscle mass at about the age of 30 as well. And then we maintain for women until we hit about menopausal age, and for men until we hit about the age of 60. But the really interesting part about aging and trying to maintain strength and stay active is that our bodies are built very strategically, and our muscular system will never be able to kind of outpower our bone tissue, meaning our muscles will never be able to be strong enough to break our own bones, if you will. So as we're losing bone density as we age, we're also just going to naturally lose skeletal muscle strength as well. So if you focus on just building strength in the muscles, meaning kind of traditional weight bearing, traditional weightlifting, resistance exercises, biking, water aerobics, and that kind of thing, you're always going to plateau because the strength of your muscle system is always going to be determined by the strength of your skeletal system. So logically, it just makes sense if we can find a way to strengthen our skeletal muscle along with strengthening our skeletal structure, our bone tissue, then we get a 2-for-1 benefit. If we're strengthening our bone tissue, the skeletal muscle and all the ligaments and tendons that attach to those bones are just going to naturally strengthen. And the way you strengthen skeletal tissue, bone tissue, is through high impact types of loads or high impact types of exercise. And conventionally, that can be done through things like gymnastics and powerlifting. But as we age, of course, those things become more and more dangerous and we become more and more injury prone. And so osteogenic loading, which is the program and the approach that we take at OsteoStrong, is just kind of the perfect solution. We're able to load the skeletal system, our bone tissue, with multiples of body weight in a safe environment, utilizing 4 pieces of equipment. And the beautiful part is as we're strengthening that bone tissue, building back bone density, we're also strengthening skeletal muscle. And then, like I said, all the ligaments and tendons and everything that attaches to those bones as well. So we can help with all manner of things, from building bone density, preventing osteoporosis and osteopenia, to improving overall strength, posture, agility, flexibility, helping people with arthritis pain, back and joint pain, just to name a few, and getting people back to just living their best lives. So I hope this was helpful. If you're a member, a nice quick refresher. If not, and you're interested in osteogenic loading and what we could possibly do for you, click the button above and we will get you in for a first appointment.